In a case that has captivated both the entertainment and legal worlds, a judge is currently weighing the possibility of reducing the hefty $71 million payout awarded to Clifford T.I. Harris and Tamika Tiny Harris following their significant legal victory over toy manufacturer MGA Entertainment. The case, which has garnered widespread attention, revolves around allegations that MGA Entertainment infringed on the creative concepts and style associated with T.I. and Tiny's former girl group, the OMG Girls, when designing their LOL Surprise OMG doll line. The legal dispute dates back several years and is centered on accusations that MGA Entertainment copied the distinctive look, branding, and fashion style of the OMG Girls, a group formed by T.I. and Tiny's daughter, Zonique Pullins. The Harris family claimed that the toy company lifted elements of the group's bold and vibrant aesthetic, which had been a cornerstone of their identity and appeal. According to T.I. and Tiny's legal team, the alleged copying was a direct violation of copyright and intellectual property laws. For years, the OMG Girls had cultivated a fashion-forward image characterized by vibrant colors, edgy designs, and unique styling, which resonated strongly with their fan base. T.I. and Tiny argued that MGA Entertainment capitalized on these elements to design the LOL Surprise OMG doll line, profiting off the group's creative efforts without proper authorization. Their legal team contended that MGA's actions were not only a breach of intellectual property laws, but also a disregard for the original creative contributions of the Harris family. After a lengthy and complex legal process, the court ruled in favor of T.I. and Tiny, awarding them a substantial $71 million in damages. This verdict was widely celebrated by the Harris family and their supporters as a landmark win for artists and creators in the entertainment industry. It was seen as a validation of their hard work, creativity, and dedication to protecting their intellectual property. The ruling also sent a strong message to corporations about the importance of respecting the rights of smaller creators and avoiding exploitation of their work. For T.I. and Tiny, this was more than just a financial victory. It was a triumph that underscored the value of their artistic contributions to the fashion and music industries. However, the initial celebration has been tempered by recent developments. In the post-trial phase, the judge overseeing the case has indicated that the $71 million award may be subject to reduction. A tentative order release as part of the post-trial proceedings suggests that the judge is now reassessing the punitive damages initially awarded, which could significantly lower the payout to $17.8 million. The reconsideration appears to be based on the judge's assessment of the proportionality and fairness of the original award. Specifically, the judge is exploring whether MGA Entertainment's actions constituted bad faith to a degree that justified the initial punitive damages. In legal terms, punitive damages are typically reserved for cases where the defendant's conduct is deemed particularly egregious or malicious. The judge's apparent conclusion that MGA's actions may not meet this threshold has sparked intense debate. This potential reduction in damages has sparked significant reactions from both legal experts and fans of the Harris family. Supporters of T.I. and Tiny have expressed frustration, arguing that the original ruling should stand as a fair acknowledgement of their creative contributions. Critics, on the other hand, have questioned whether the initial payout was excessive, especially in light of the broader implications for intellectual property disputes in the entertainment industry. The case raises important questions about the standards for proving bad faith and the criteria for awarding punitive damages in intellectual property cases. If the judge finalizes the reduction, it could set a precedent that impacts future disputes involving trade dress and copyright infringement, particularly in industries where creative expression and branding are integral. News of the judge's tentative order has sparked heated discussions on social media. Fans of T.I. and Tiny have taken to platforms like Instagram and X, formerly Twitter, to voice their opinions, with many expressing outrage over the possibility of a reduced payout. Comments range from disbelief to humor, with some users jokingly suggesting that the judge was too invested in the case or questioning the fairness of revisiting a jury's decision. This public reaction underscores the broader cultural significance of the case. For many, it represents a fight not just for financial compensation, but also for the recognition and protection of creative labor in an industry where such contributions are often undervalued. For T.I. and Tiny, this legal battle has been a challenging journey filled with setbacks and triumphs. At one point, the case even resulted in a mistrial, forcing them to start the process over again. Despite these challenges, the couple remained steadfast in their pursuit of justice, ultimately securing a major victory with the jury's decision. The potential reduction in damages represents a new hurdle, but it is not necessarily the end of the road. T.I. and Tiny's legal team may still have options to challenge the judge's decision, and the case could continue to evolve as it moves through the courts. Meanwhile, MGA Entertainment may also be considering its next steps, including the possibility of filing an appeal. Regardless of the final outcome, this case has already had a profound impact on the entertainment and fashion industries. Intellectual property disputes like this one are becoming increasingly common as artists and creators seek to protect their work from being copied or exploited by larger corporations. The outcome of this case could shape how similar disputes are handled in the future, particularly in determining the appropriate balance between creative rights and corporate interests. As the judge continues to deliberate, all eyes remain on the courtroom. Will the $71 million award stand, or will it be reduced? For T.I. and Tiny, this case is not just about financial compensation. It's about securing the recognition and respect that their creative contributions deserve. For the broader industry, it's a reminder of the ongoing battle to protect intellectual property in an era where creative ideas are more valuable and vulnerable than ever. The ongoing legal battle between T.I. and Tiny Harris and MGA Entertainment has brought intellectual property disputes in the entertainment and fashion industries into sharp focus. For years, creators have grappled with the challenges of safeguarding their creative works against unauthorized replication, often by larger corporations with extensive legal resources. The Harris couple's case underscores the struggles that smaller artists and entrepreneurs face when defending their intellectual property rights. One of the most significant aspects of this lawsuit is its potential to establish a legal precedent for future cases involving trade dress and intellectual property infringement. Trade dress, which refers to the visual appearance and branding elements of a product or service, is notoriously difficult to protect in court. The Harris couple's argument that MGA Entertainment copied the fashion-forward, bold, and vibrant aesthetic of the OMG girls sheds light on how courts interpret and enforce trade dress protections, particularly in the entertainment world where creativity often overlaps with business. For T.I. and Tiny, the stakes go beyond monetary compensation. The OMG girls represented a creative endeavor rooted in their family's artistic vision. Their daughter, Zonique Pullins, was a core member of the group, and its unique fashion and branding had become a hallmark of their identity. This case is not merely about financial restitution, it's about recognizing the value of creative labor and ensuring that artists are duly credited and compensated for their contributions. The entertainment industry has seen similar disputes in the past, with artists often accusing corporations of appropriating their ideas or designs. While some cases are settled quietly out of court, the Harris couple's decision to pursue legal action highlights their determination to hold MGA Entertainment accountable. This sends a message to other creators that it is possible to stand up to major companies and assert ownership over their work. The case has also ignited a cultural conversation about the power dynamics between creators and corporations. Social media platforms have been flooded with opinions, debates, and commentary from fans, legal experts, and casual observers alike. Many fans of T.I., Tiny, and the OMG Girls have expressed their outrage at the possibility of the $71.4 million payout being reduced, arguing that it diminishes the value of the couple's creative contributions. Conversely, some legal analysts and MGA supporters have questioned the original judgment, suggesting that the jury's award was disproportionately high. They argue that the punitive damages should reflect the severity of the infringement without being overly punitive to the defendant. Judge Selna's reconsideration of the $71.4 million award has added a new layer of complexity to an already intricate case. By issuing a tentative order, the judge has opened the door for further deliberation and potential adjustments to the final ruling. His reasoning that MGA Entertainment's actions may not constitute bad faith to the extent required for such a substantial punitive award raises important questions about the standards used to evaluate intellectual property infringement cases. While the reduction of punitive damages from $53.6 million to $17.8 million would still represent a significant victory for T.I. and Tiny, it also reflects the challenges inherent in proving intent and malice in intellectual property disputes. Legal experts have pointed out that the judge's decision to take additional time to deliberate demonstrates a commitment to fairness and due process, even as it frustrates fans and supporters who hoped for a swift resolution in favor of the Harris family. As the case continues to unfold, both parties are likely preparing for the next stages of litigation. T.I. and Tiny's legal team may explore avenues to challenge the judge's tentative order and argue for the preservation of the original jury award. Meanwhile, MGA Entertainment is expected to consider filing an appeal or presenting additional evidence to strengthen its defense. Regardless of the outcome, this case has already set the stage for important discussions about intellectual property rights, fairness in the legal system, and the balance of power between creators and corporations. It serves as a cautionary tale for companies that may inadvertently or deliberately appropriate the work of independent artists, as well as a rallying cry for creators to assert and protect their rights. Even though the OMG Girls are no longer active as a group, their influence on fashion and music remains undeniable. Their bold and distinctive style helped shape a generation of fans and inspired countless young artists. The Harris family's fight to preserve their legacy is not just a legal battle. It's a testament to the enduring power of creativity and the importance of acknowledging its origins. For Zonique Pullins, the outcome of this case carries personal and professional significance. As a former member of the OMG Girls, she has seen firsthand the impact of the group's aesthetic and branding on pop culture. Her parents' efforts to secure justice reflect their commitment to honoring her work and ensuring that her contributions are not overlooked or exploited. The legal battle between T.I. and Tiny Harris and MGA Entertainment is far from over, but its implications are already being felt across the entertainment and fashion industries. The case has highlighted the importance of intellectual property rights, the challenges of navigating complex legal disputes, and the need for equitable outcomes that respect the contributions of creators. As the judge deliberates and both sides prepare for the next steps, the world will be watching closely to see how this high-profile case ultimately unfolds. Whether the final ruling upholds the original $71.4 million award, reduces the payout, or takes an entirely different direction, one thing is clear. This case will continue to shape conversations about creativity, ownership, and justice for years to come.